Hello everyone, welcome to a New Year's Eve party edition of Rookie Roddy, I suppose. We're probably a little bit early, but it's New Year's Eve, so welcome on in. We'll do a bit of party in the music. I'll get it going shortly. We're going to play our last 6 games of the regular season and see if we can finish top, because we're in second. We're a point behind the Melbourne Victory, 2 points in front of Melbourne City. They do have a game in hand on us, so we'll see how things go. We'll go play some good teams after the F1 Derby, which we should be winning because Central Coast, they sit 10th and aren't very good. And hopefully as well, our new star goalkeeper can do a good job, not concede 2 goals like last stream, because that was a little bit of an awkward start for her, wasn't it? But welcome everyone, hope you had a good last couple of days. Sorry, it ended up falling to schedule. There was a power cut here yesterday, so even if I wanted to stream yesterday, it wouldn't have happened. And yeah, that power cut just ruined things. The weather's not been good in New Zealand. It's still raining outside. It doesn't feel like summer. But welcome everyone. Hope you're doing well. Let's get straight into things. If you're on YouTube, thumbs up on the stream always helps. And also on Twitch, just get involved in the chat. We get involved in both chats, but drop a follow as well. Right, I'm going to turn down the music and then I'll get the music playing. It's probably probably should do that the other way around. Right, there's this New Year's Eve party playlist I've found. We'll see how it goes, eh? It is heavily Cyril influenced, which might not be a good thing, but we'll rock with it for a bit. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. And go stream manager, because we're going to do a prediction early, because we're about to play the Mariners, who are down in 10th. But here's what we've got: last 6 games of the season. Hopefully carry on our form from last stream, because it was good. Changed a few things. Started to really find some form. So we've got Central Coast, Western Sydney. Those 2 teams are going a bit fairly. The 2 Melbourne clubs, those are massive games. Adelaide are okay. 3-3 draw last time. I think we changed some stuff off the back of that. And Canberra, who I believe we also drew against way back when. Where are they? There they are, 2-2. Yeah, so a couple of clubs that have taken a few points off us so far this season. The only team we've actually beaten in the 6-game stretch are the first 2 that we're going to play, the Mariners and Western Sydney. So it's going to be interesting. Here's what the table looks like. We're definitely going to make the finals. I don't think Perth can catch us. So that's the main goal. We're safe here for another season. Just going to depend how we can position ourselves going into those finals. Probably helps out the prize money as well. Getting as high as we can on that. And yeah, top spots, Champions League for next season. So that would also be quite nice. So I'm on Stream Manager. Let's get a prediction going, because we are at, if you want to check out the season preview, we've got Central Coast up first, who things have changed on this. We're now coming quite a bit off the back of our youth intake, which is interesting. But we are at home, so really should be getting a result here against the Central Coast. So I'll just get this prediction going, and then just while we do that, we can bask in the glory of our the new gem we got the other day too, because it was a cracker that came for our youth intake. She's gone straight into the first team, and that would be Kylie Flanagan, because she got renamed by Dobodster. Yeah, good for a 15-year-old. She's straight in the first team. That's made sure we don't have to actually buy someone. But yeah, hopefully she does a bit better, doesn't concede the 2 goals here, especially against a team like Central Coast. We did have with the other goalkeeper, could on line holding, but I think a normal goalkeeper suits, but we'll see. Can always go back to a line holding. We'll see how she goes in this upcoming game. Kylie Flanagan, that's a great player that we've got for our youth intake, but big games today. We're going to try and play all 6. Hello, Easy. Welcome on in. You're going to try and play all 6 of these games and then see what we're doing tomorrow for the finals. That's the goal. So let's hopefully get off to a good start here against the Mariners in the F1 Derby. We're at home. They're 10th. It should be good for us. We've got Hurst on an injury. He's pretty much gone for the rest of the season, but to be fair, I think we had a couple of other players who would be a bit better than her anyway. Called up Songer, another player from our youth intake. There's a couple of handy players we've got here now, but I think Crutwell has been going a bit better and is a bit better. So yeah, we'll just leave that bench how it is. The other thing, actually, I've extended a couple of contracts. I might touch on that maybe even tomorrow. But yeah, we didn't get the striker I was hoping we'd get in our intake. So Lookmeyer's got an extension, Buchanan's got an extension, and a bunch of other players here had trigger 1-year clauses, which was quite handy for the scholarship players because that means they do not stay or do not count to the salary cap next season. And Arseman / set piece man has gone with an attacking mentality for this game. So we're going to try that against the Mariners, and hopefully it's not going to backfire at all. We can always go back to positive if it does. So let's get stuck into it. Right, the derby. Big game to kick things off. Yeah, favourites for a reason. Show them why. I have faith in all of you and trust all of you. Let's get straight into it. I'll put some sport on in the background. Updated the face pack. Updated quite a few kit packs as well. Not too sure it's going to influence us just yet. That's what I've spent the last couple of days doing. Outside the big power cut, because that was great fun. You can't do anything during a power cut, can you? The worst timing for a power cut during the holidays, like seriously. But yeah, 100 and something K an hour wins. Wasn't too much we could do about that. Yeah, wasn't fun, but still here. That's the main thing. Right, we're underway. We are in the gold, and Central Coast in the dark blue. To be fair, both teams do have kind of similar home uniforms now I think of it. But yeah, this is a game that we should be winning. I think we sorted out our defence last stream. We'll find out today. This computer's been turned off a couple of times in between now and then. And yeah, the only thing we've changed here is going attacking, because these girls aren't supposed to be very good, but we're 10 minutes in. They had the ball there on that first highlight. Thankfully, we've won it back through the talent. Now, De Oliveira, what can she do? Goes in the box nicely. Needed someone running onto that. Should look probably for Saketa, but she wasn't going super deep, was she? So, yeah. Just a bit average from us there, unfortunately, in that first attack, but good work to break that up. We've definitely looked a bit more solid defensively since we changed those fullbacks and got them marking tighter. No more pressing fullback, just, yeah, normal fullbacks doing that. Now watch these guys score. Now I've said that. But Cuthbert plays it out to Malenko. They're keeping the ball quite well here, and they've just dragged us in there a little bit. Oh, big save from Kylie Flanagan. That's what you want to see. We'll encourage. Okay, we didn't see that corner anyway. And now the Mariners going to try and work their way out from the back. We should win the race to that through McKeon. Indeed we do. Let's see what we can do from deep inside our half. O'Donoghue. De Oliveira tracks back nicely, and look at the bodies moving forward. Talon Hineka. What's she going to do? Shot! Well saved from Leo. Leo something. And we don't see the corner, unfortunately, but their chance was quite a good one. Apart from that, we've been on the front foot. A little bit disappointing we haven't scored yet, honestly. Kylie Flanagan, though, with the goal kick, will hoof it downfield not very well. And now Blyer is just going to jog her way into the box. Good block. For jeepers. Mate, jeep, I might go back to positive here. We are looking pretty ropey. And offside, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go back to positive. Don't like how we're playing here on attacking. Might be a bit too gung-ho. What's happened since last stream? Hit it away. Oh, off the post, thank goodness. We are playing very averagely against one of the worst teams in the league here, so that's not great. We're going to demand more, because it's not been a good display so far. It might have even been worse since we've gone down to positive, honestly, so yeah. Well, encourage, but we can probably justifiably rip into these girls at half-time, because that was a pretty poor first half. We've been on the back foot against the 10th best team in the league. So we'll try and go back attacking, maybe. Now, who's not playing well? All our wingers. So we'll bring on Naomi. Hopefully just a rack up of all the rest of these girls might just work. Yeah, what on earth has happened today in that first half, girls? Not happy. Come on. No, it's a derby, but seriously. This team should not be very good. Hopefully get act and gear a bit more here, but yeah. I don't think we've changed that. Well, yeah, we've only changed the mentality going into this game. Now Talon's on a 6.3. DL Vera. We do have a corner. Hopefully can do something from this. O'Donoghue takes it short. Naomi. Kakesi. And Sullivan might have been off. No, just puts it over anyway. That was a pretty large sitter. So that's kind of summing us up so far. We're getting the chances, not taking them. And just being a little bit average defensively. And then Naomi does that. Trying to hit on the counter. Oh, no way. O'Keefe. Good save, but good grief. We're going to make some subs. What is happening here? Instructions? No, we're still doing what we usually do. Okay. Right, we'll take off Talon for Lutta and bring on Lookmeyer up top. Oh, you need to play as a winger, don't you? There we go. Right. Combined. Who else is playing shockingly? Just those ladies. Right. Encourage, I suppose. Come on, let's get it started, girls. Maybe it's the music. Maybe I shouldn't have changed the playlist. O'Donoghue goes back out to her. 69 minutes in will be a lovely time to score, girls. Kakesi. McKee. 69 on New Year's Eve. It's meant to be. Buchanan. Back forward to Naomi. In the mixer. There we go. Sakita onside. Yes. Button. Work. Goodness me, that was a bit slow. We might go back to positive off the back of that. But we've finally got a lead. She did quite well to wrap her foot around then, and Sakita just runs onto it at the perfect time to pinch that off the goalkeeper. It ain't pretty, but we've taken a 1-0 lead. Bit unlucky there for Marinko. I thought she defended that quite well. So I suppose we praise, but it's not been great. Buchanan, actually a smart pass there to Naomi, who starts to go forward inside to O'Donoghue. We switch. Sakita is just going to pick up the fact that we have switched. Lutta. So Flanagan having actually quite a good game here. 7.2 now. Lutta. Oh, decent save there. We're starting to get more on the front foot. Late on here. Some fresh legs up top. Let's see how she goes here from a set piece after having that chance. Taking her time on it is the 37. No one home. Although Lookmeyer is. Back out to Lutta. Far post. Sakita doesn't get to it. Christabel. Is this going to continue this highlight? Back to Kakasi over the top. Looking for Sakita. Won't find her. Greg. Central Coast try and break on the counter. Brooking. Okay, hopefully we can stop this now. Marinko. Up to Blair. That should be a stop. McKee. Good work from her. Naomi. With a horrific touch. What is this highlight? Barker. Plays it up to O'Keefe. Offside referee? No. What the frick are we doing today? Oh, how they score from that. Right, we're going to take off Buchanan. We'll probably go back to attacking as well, annoyingly. Right. Kennelly at right back. Really can't be the dropping points to these girls and expecting to top the league. This could be a big blow for our chances here. It's coming out of essentially nowhere too. Just times the run well. McKee just didn't quite keep up that time. And yeah, 1-1, which to be fair, probably is a fair scoreline. Did I put enough fears in there? But this is not a good result at the moment. But yeah, stats-wise, we don't really deserve to be winning this game. What can we do here? I've already got a quite positive sort of thing going here. We'll go midfield playmaker on Sullivan. Yeah. Higher tempo maybe. And be more expressive. Let's try that. Got one more sub. I'm just not too sure what's the best option of what we've got. Sullivan's going a bit fairly actually. So we'll try Cratwell, who's definitely more of a CM. But yeah. Come on, girls. Can't afford to not win this game. Let's try different tactical passing. Go just standard, much higher. Go for the higher defensive line as well. Really counter press, just really try and bully them here. Oh, we've got a corner. O'Donoghue. We've been useless from set piece all season. It's your time, Kakesi. Do something. No. No. Oh, we haven't even won the freaking ball. Are you joking? Okay, we get it back. Cratwell lumps it forward. Kennelly. Long range effort. It's so far wide. It's not funny. Oh, that's it. That is a poor outing from our girls. And it's a 1-1 draw. I'm going to have to let rip to them because that was pathetic. We're actually on top for large proportions of that game. Just they hit us on the counter once. Yeah, really not good enough. So we go top somehow, but geez, that was a poor outing with those 2 games in hand now. Not great. Not a good start, unfortunately, for us today. So that is a draw in a game that we really should have been winning at home. Get the job done in the derby this season. A win and a draw, but needed to do better there. That's going to potentially prove quite costly. Yeah. Not good. Just did not play well enough, unfortunately. Now, we've got some actual difficult teams coming up after that too. It's Western Sydney next, albeit in a couple of weeks' time. They are 5th. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, I think we need to win that one. The Ninja A-League still makes it seem way more interesting than it is. I mean, it is a great name, isn't it? But that is a disappointing result to start things off. Not as goal-scoring friendly as we have been in previous games. So that's probably actually what's cost us there. Our attackers just weren't quite on it. So a couple of people signing contract extensions. I saw that off camera. So we're letting go of the former first choice goalkeeper on £600 a week for next season because that's quite a bit of money. Having just picked up a really good one in our youth intake, kind of saved us a couple of points there, to be fair, or a point. Made some quite big saves. And we're also going to let go of Naomi. I think we can potentially upgrade either right wing or striker. De Oliveira looks quite handy as a potential right wing option. And we've got Voisey Yilden as well, who can obviously does a quite good potential. So that might be one area we look to sign going into next season, depending on what our salary cap thing is and who else we can offload. The registration situation, because it's a bit weird here in the A-League. If you don't register certain players, they just get released. But confirmation there from Ella, who doesn't look like a woman, so we'll see if that's still the case. But she lets us know that we've qualified for the finals. So at least we got that locked in now. But we are going to need to pick up some pretty big results when we take on the Melbourne teams off the back of Western Sydney in a about 2 weeks' time, give or take. And Christabel injured will not help with that at all. But yeah, it's a disappointing performance. We will go back actually to just positive for this next game because I feel like that probably munted us there. Look, my double maybe should have brought it on sooner in that previous game. We've made the finals. That will make sure that we are all good. And Christabel, 1 to 3 days, that is fine given what is going on. Junior rehab, thank you. But yeah, shame that. That was kind of the banker first up today, and we haven't banked stuff all out of that. So hopefully we can be a bit better when we take on Western Sydney. I won't do a prediction just yet because it's probably a little way away yet. International, is it? I'm not sure what this break's for. There's no internationals popping up. Usually you get the home nation internationals of the league you're managing and popping up when there's like a break, but at least it was happening in Malaysia, but not here, which is interesting. Maybe they haven't got that far in the game yet. Waiting for the international update for women's international football to properly work, maybe. But I hope everyone's holidays are going nicely. Hopefully the weather's a bit better than it is here, which I know is quite hilarious being in a country where it's summer at the moment, where it's supposed to be. But yeah, there's quite a few roads that are impassable here. It's quite awkward. Rain and 100k winds last couple of days, so that's been all sorts of fun. Trees over, power cut yesterday, so that did give me some chance of a stream. But hopefully it's better where you guys are. We'll be good today because it's not blowing, so this is positive. Get into proper summer mode soon, hopefully. But yeah, so those are our last 4 games up there, and we've got Canberra in our final one. So that's what we've got to end the season. McKee is improving nicely, good. That's what we're after. I don't know who she is, so that's fine. Can't even check how decent she might be. I did scout back at the Knicks a number of players who were I just added them to my shortlist who were in the youth teams for Australia and New Zealand, so it might be what's happened there. Probably means they're actually quite decent players that I don't know the current and potential of. Now, Melbourne City and Victory did end up playing games. They've joined us on points with that game in hand. I think that means the Victory lost. It might have been a derby. It was. And City beat them 4-0. So that's worth noting. City, of course, it's not really a away game, is it? Well, they were at home. But they both play at the same park. So it's, very local derby. But 4-0 is a hammering there that they copped the victory, considering their form prior. That's actually kind of coming out of nowhere. But a very good result there for Melbourne City to go just behind us on goal differential, but with that game in hand. Darcy Drever, not too sure about you with that 3.5 potential, and you are out for a little bit. You're now our backup goalkeeper, so we should be okay there. Good old Kylie Flanagan, we believe in, even if she has conceded 3 goals in 2 games. But a lot better in that game than in the first one, I'd say. Because we really could have conceded more than 1. But let's keep the morale high. And hopefully it's going to mean that we can be very good for the rest of the season. Just get that bad performance out of the way against a rubbish team, hopefully. Then get sorted. Now that's intriguing because they were the winners of the whole thing last year and were playing Champions League football. I think they're actually about to play a Champions League quarter-final, and they've just sacked their manager, Sydney FC. Not really worth going to bottom of the league, but that is quite a big switch from them. A team that are expected to be one of the best teams in the league, having an absolute stinker, just sacking their manager. We have already moved a couple of times this season. We probably don't want to have a crack at that job, even though, I mean, you could absolutely luck your way there into a Champions League. No, don't get it exactly. The Jets are almost flying. Yeah, just a little bit of a speed. What's a little bit of turbulence there? It's probably the right term, isn't it, with that draw against the Mariners? Reserves held, but Dumla Bosbal. I keep wanting to say Bazball when I see that name. Held, but Bosbal impressive. So that's good. She's probably now one of our backup cams. Hannah Hampton off to Angel City for 1.5 million potentially. That'd be quite a big fee on the women's side, wouldn't it? But right, we've got Western Sydney coming up, so we think we can now start to predict for that one. We are at home again. Might be able to do a bit of a longer prediction for this one, but this is going to be, well, second now. So City have gone above us. They have played a game. But yeah, second, potentially third versus fifth, or even fourth if they're playing again in between now and then. So actually quite a tricky game, this one. We've got a lot of these coming up. This next 3-game stretch is against some quite good teams. Yeah, we should probably actually get her on proper rehab now. Oh, sorry, I just clipped the mic there. Right. And good old Spotify suggesting a New Year's Eve playlist, and it's probably not really the sort of music I should be playing while doing women's football, is it? Anyway, right, let's get into the training for you and get you actually onto rehab. It's not a major, but just make sure you can sit on the bench and behind Flanagan. I suppose it's a lot worse songs I could be playing than this. Yeah, it's not quite cancelled territory. This okay. They have moved up to fourth. Would like to not lose this and hold on to a top 3 spot, because then at least we should get the home advantage or be quite high seated outside the top 2 anyway. So we want to keep, try and beat a team like Western Sydney. Then it will get interesting. What is that game there? I don't like that scheduling. Is that a actual international the day before we play the Victory? That could either be really helpful if the Victory is stacked with Aussie internationals, or it could mud us if it's a youth game. Because it looks like South Korea logo, I want to say that is. That Aussie are playing. USI, not sure what that comp is on the national side. But that's going to be interesting. Very odd timing, having just a 2-week gap and then they're going to chuck it international right the day before one of our games, and quite a big one too. Suppose it could be worse, could have happened during the finals. Oh, okay, Georgia Doe's got picked over the main train. I still wouldn't. Well, to be fair, I think she's had a contract extension. I was going to try and pick her up on a free, but she got a 1-year extension. I still think the Sparks, the right winger from the Phoenix, with quite a bit of potential, she's got a contract expiring. She could be a good pickup, but it's a bit early to sort that out on the women's side. Yeah, should be fine. Should probably check how Manjung are getting on actually while that item has popped up. Oh, hello. Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna get there. Hold on. Sorry, Kit. Let me just sort this out. It's been doing a good job of auto blocking it lately. But let me just chuck down the band hammer. Boom. Hopefully it disappears for most of you guys now. Yep. Those are annoying. Right. Yeah, I was gonna just look at Manjung while that thing came out. We'll go check out our other club of the save. I kind of don't. Are we counting Wellington? But Manjung are second. Not bad at all, considering they hired a pretty average-looking manager to replace us. Continental C. C is, to be fair, has got a lot more than I have, but they are. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, fair. Yeah. I do have someone else modding, but don't think that maybe that was back when I was doing the forest at night time in New Zealand, so maybe that's why. Anyway, there's Manjung. Selling good going a bit fairly, but they are very solidly in second. Definitely not going to beat JDT, but they could qualify for the Champions League next season. So at least they're still doing okay, Manjung. Which is good to see because, you know, sometimes AI managers just destroy your clubs. Thankfully, it hasn't happened yet. And also, we are studying for our National A. We suspected it was going to be the case. We didn't get an inbox item about not having to talk about it, but we are studying for a National A badge. Alonso destroyed your Hihon. Oh, no. To be fair, I am wearing a Real Oviedo jersey, so I think Hihon's the rival, isn't it? Of Sporting Hihon and Real Oviedo. I think they've got like a big rivalry. It's been so long since I watched the Spencer FC videos back in the day. But that would be quite bad, yeah. Yeah, it is, yeah. But so Alonso destroyed them. Oh, jeez. That would take some doing. Does Ethan not rate him? Because to be fair, I was like, oh, Ruben Amorim's like got no reputation, which is quite hilarious. I really played them and ended up making rivalries with Barca Madrid. Oh, okay. Interesting. Right, did Adelaide just beat one of the Melbourne clubs? That'd be handy. Can't have, because they might have been in City. Yeah, okay, that helps us. We could go above City with a win here. Otherwise, we do start to get in a tricky little spot where we could start to fall down this table a little bit. Not too much, but just enough here to be annoying. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, I guess we'll do that. Kick long. Okay, we'll just bypass the press. I'll leave the rest as is, but that's interesting. He wants to change quite a bit for this game. And let's sort this out. Extremely highly rated to be if you kept my records going for a couple of years, but then so many of their players left on freeze. Yeah, that's not great, is it? They are pretty... to be fair, I haven't tested it too much on this year's game, but they are quite... might not be great at recruitment still and contracts. But at home here against Western Sydney, who we beat on the road, would really like to get back on track here, obviously. But before we take on both those Melbourne clubs who are currently above us, would be quite handy. Especially not being too sure how impacted either team's going to be before that victory game now, with an international something coming up. Right, quicks. Oh no, we don't need to save. We're fine. Right. Yeah, I did a prediction that was ages ago, so it should have finished. Right. Why is this? Did they change? No. Okay, fine. Weird how the familiarity's gone down for some of these girls. Not sure what's happened there, but anyway, that's a pretty good team. Hopefully, back on track here. Yeah, McCartney, you'll be fine. So let's hopefully get the job done here over Western Sydney. If we don't, we could be about to have a bit of a bad timing fall down the table. Our home advantage is important, or home form. Make the most of the advantage. I knew I wanted to chuck advantage in there somewhere, and here we go. Right, at the number 2 sports grounds again. Didn't play well against Central Coast in the F1 Derby, but got a draw. Hopefully, get the job done here over another team that we beat away from home. This would get us in a nice, comfy third spot. Actually, would get us up to second, wouldn't it? So, that'd be quite nice. Before those Melbourne games where we could slip. We pushed them close both times we played them earlier this season. I'd like to think we've sorted out our tactic a bit more since then, but... based on last stream, I would have said so, but that first game we played today, maybe not. That or we just went a bit too gung-ho on the derby, thinking that the team sitting 10th were going to be a bit easier to beat than they actually were. Let's see how we get on here. It is Western Sydney with the ball in the white. Why has Christabel just given them the ball back there? Although... okay, never mind. Thank you, Western Sydney. That's oh so kind of you. A team who aren't doing well in real life. Oh, that's a very fortunate deflection. De Oliveira, there we go. It's a very fortunate goal, but we'll take it. We go 1-0 lead early. Big old deflection there off the Buchanan ball, I think it was. It's gone right off that Heine. Really would have been a good time for that Akon song from earlier to be playing. But it is what it is. And we take a 1-0 lead. So that is good. Got our goal scoring touchback potentially. Because to be fair, that really was the issue in that previous game. We usually score a lot more than one goal in a game. At least since we've made the changes to our fullbacks and their marking of all things, we've started to score a lot more goals. Because reasons. Kylie Flanagan at 7.3. Haven't seen her do anything in this game. But she's obviously keeping some stuff out quite well. And we have a corner, O'Donoghue. Probably going to take it short, Saketa. Over to De Oliveira, tries to curve. It just goes wide. Carmichael forced into a dive, but luckily for her, just the wrong side of the post. Now Flanagan. What's she going to do? Does that little touch on the foot, hoofs this one deep, and it's going to fall straight to Voisey Yilden. Thankfully, did find a teammate, because hitting that there to someone not in goal would have been quite bad. Now O'Donoghue, De Oliveira, going to take on the shot. Oh, big deflection. We'll take it, though. Thought she potentially could look for Sakita there, but it's ended up being a good option. And we're 2-0 in front. We might be back. I thought the inside ball there was actually on. But in the end, good deflection off Bennett. And we've got a 2-0 lead. So this is a lot better than what we saw in that previous game we played. Maybe it was just a derby thing. Now, Voisey Yalden has just gone down to a red heart. Might have to think about taking her off at halftime. That could have been very... Don't clip that. 2-0 up though. But she's not quite in a good state there. 6.46 as well. We might take her off for Naomi, just to play things safe. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with that first half. A 2-0 lead. Going well. I'll say you can do better, even though I'm not too sure. And here we go. Shannon Knoll inspiring the ladies. Some good old Aussie Idol flashbacks here. Pretty embarrassing, I know that, to be fair, being a New Zealander. To be fair, he was the Aussie Idol version of, like, Daughtry, so you know. I think we get away with Shannon Knoll. Oh, lovely ball. De Oliveira, hat-trick hunting. There we go. Surely onside. Yes, she is. Hat-trick for De Oliveira. And we are pumping the Wanderers. So, don't know what happened in that Central Coast game. But, yeah. This is more like it. So this should at least keep these guys at bay for a little bit. Depending on what we do in the Melbourne games. But 3-0 early in the second half is very nice indeed. And the Wanderers are having a bit of a stinker here. Okay, both our wing backs are a little bit tired, as is O'Donoghue, but I think we leave it for now. We'll make subs when we absolutely have to. Okay, just as we're about to praise, a highlight starts. Christabel, Sullivan, O'Donoghue, bad pass, Buchanan. Although we get it back, that's very nice there from Macy, was it? And then okay, we probably should take those tired players off because two of them now have had some absolute stinkers. Rudman, Lavaja. Okay, yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's actually quite a few tired players, isn't there? Sakita's probably actually having the worst game of any. So Lutmeyer, and we'll drag back De Oliveira on that hat trick. Take off Tallon while we can. Sullivan and Christabel, that might be the options. So Crutwell and Ferris, there we go. Because all the other players are on quite good ratings who started. And we've got a highlight right as those subs go through. I think. Yeah, Crutwell on the field. Right, De Oliveira. Crutwell. That's a nice little ball. First time pass out to Naomi. Crutwell takes a touch. Oh, De Oliveira tried to pinch that one. Has taken a deflection or got saved. Not too sure which. But that was a interesting shot. But this is going to be a pretty comfy 3-0 win for us against the team just behind us on the table. So quite nice this. We'll see us jump up to second, which we love. All we need to do is draw against City and would stay above them, albeit. Actually, no, we're playing victory, aren't we? Actually, I think... No, I'm losing track of which Melbourne club's on top. I think City were, and then they'd lost to Adelaide, so... I think it's now victory on top, but we've got victory up next. But intrigued to see what's going to happen to both squads with a international something a day before. O'Donoghue, though, in the box for us late here. Naomi tried to take on the shot. O'Donoghue just over the bar. Not much in that. It was a skimmer. But we pick up a very good 3-0 win. To be fair, they've had 3 more shots on target than we have. Kylie Flanagan, an 8.3, and I don't think we saw any of it. So that is great work from our New Zealand goalkeeper. Of course, De Oliveira with a hat-trick. A great rating as well. O'Donoghue got an assist, and Buchanan with 2 from right back. So, yeah, glad that we've managed to lock her in for another season. Yeah, very happy. Keeping that morale high after I kind of ripped into you off the back of that previous game. So that is a win for the Mighty Jets. But far now, what's going to happen here with this whole victory international situation? So a good gap now. We hopefully are going to finish top 3. We've got 4 games left to play. In that top 3, sorry. Good performance from you. Just forget your shooting boots sometimes, don't you? Interesting. 13.7 XG I feel like is a bug. As is that XG has got to be way far off, doesn't it? But anyway, let's go forward. We'll get a prediction rolling. It could be a bit of a banana skin one, this one, in terms of what you'd expect. The victory at top of the table. So this is a top of the table clash. We're away from home, and then we do have another. Okay, so I think this is actually an international break, but for some reason we're playing a game during it. So I'd like to think this might favour us here. I don't think we've got that many actual like internationals on our team compared to like the opposition. We've got some youth internationals, I know that. So if it's a youth tournament, we might be a bit cooked. But if we don't, it's very hard to tell what's going to happen here. We'll add you to the shortlist. Where do you play? Right back. Ooh, maybe I should have. I mean, we can't afford you, so that's not really a great suggestion anyway. But yeah, some little tournament coming up here. Must be the US Invitational, because I see America have now popped up. And whatever that country is. But big win that, bouncing back from a disappointing draw in the F1 Derby. Just checking the sugar, and we're all good. Right, I'll check that as well, actually. While we process here. So there, also let me down. Still waiting, okie dokie. Here is cool. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, we are going for our national A. Sort of touched on it earlier, but yeah, that just happened. No argument needed. They just said yeah. So that's cool. We're going to be quite highly qualified once we get out. Well, yeah. Once someone tries to take us here out of Newcastle, which is quite nice. Making up for lost time at Manjong. Okay, yep, that's cool. Yeah, Cassie developing nicely. She's going to be really good long term. Bit better at hitting, and that'll be really good from set pieces. Still hasn't scored a goal for us, I don't think. Okay, what do they want us to do here? Stopping crosses. Cool. Play through the press. Cool. Yeah, we'll be fine with the rest of them. Yeah, we aren't great at set pieces, are we? We might try it for this game, because we haven't been great from any set pieces here. Is Kylie developing already? Oh, a couple of nice arrows on her. It's good to see. She could be very interesting long term. Could make the club a fair chunk of money. Okay, Canberra have held Melbourne, so we have gone back down to third, but it does mean a win here gets us on top, as Aussie have won their game 7-3. We didn't get told that any of our players had gone away, so this could really be good timing for this game. Might check out their victory squad shortly. They've just lost Sophia Fante. Can we check their squad? Is this here? Okay, she's away with Serbia for a little bit. Botanic Bontakinan. Batakanen. How have I got that so wrong? But that's it. Okay, they have got a couple of people out with injuries though, including their goalkeeper. So that's, I think she's the best goalkeeper in the league too, so that could help us out quite big time. They do, she must be, no, okay, what are they going to do here? Okay, her, she's probably not awful to be fair. Okay, they're not quite as screwy as I thought they might be briefly. But that's interesting, that could help us out. We won't. Still not going to play McCammy because I want the other girl, Julia, getting the game time down there for our reserves so she can develop with McCammy leaving. But the first of the Melbourne double. Can we leap the victory and go top? Or can we just keep pace with them? But this would be big if we can pick up a W here. It would then be in our hands. The Premiership, I think is what they call it. Can easily get past City all year, hopefully. I mean, the thing that's really helping us out here is our goal differential is a lot better. So hopefully that at least holds up. But we pushed these two teams close early this season, and I think we've sorted out our tactic. Yeah, both of them next two. So these are some big games. So we'll just leave it as it is. I think it's working pretty well. Still like Voisey over Naomi. Although based on recent form, maybe I shouldn't, but we'll go with Voisey still. Yeah, exactly. These are the probable title deciders. Still got to finish the job against Adelaide and Canberra, who we did draw against earlier this season. So these are all pretty big games. We'll say we've got nothing to lose. It's a complete lie, let's be honest. But hey, we're away. Top of the table, the pressure's on them. Why have they got a yellow roof? This is not Amy Park, is it? But anyway, Melbourne. We're in Melbourne. It's raining. That's not super surprising. But the victory. We just lost to them. Both of the Melbourne clubs. I've said it a few times now. I need to stop saying it. But they are in the blue with that yucky little V neck. The VAC. with the uniforms. Let's hopefully beat them here. As we are in the white with the sleeves that you can't really tell if they're wearing them or not. There was a yellow in there. It's for Kakesi. That's not great. Hopefully, not going to be put under too much pressure here, but we probably will be being against the victory. Ilajewski into the mixer. That thankfully goes over. Still no sleeves here. Just wearing the singlets. We've got the ball here. Oh no, we don't. Give it away. That's poor. Dukic. Up to Liziak. Okay, they are making out. Yeah, oh, actually, here's a point too. At least there's a bit of a blue trim on the pants. Maybe those could be leggings. Anyway, oh, what's happened there? Oh, big from Kylie. It's not been a hot start though, is it? From our girls in this one. Yeah, there's a slight blue line on the shorts I've noticed, thankfully. Otherwise, yeah. Oh god, free kick. I was about to... Oh, look at that save from Kylie. Do I need to bust out an entire Kylie Minogue playlist for Kylie Flanagan? Or win that. How have they got that back? Sailing. Okay, we will encourage, I suppose, but everything's falling for them at the moment. Okay, what are we doing here? Straight out the side, Cassie. Christabel. Fwacks it up to Talon Henniker. Dream 11. Show them why. Sakeda loses the ball. Oh, it falls to De Oliveira. They're getting FM'd here, but I don't mind at all because, boy, we caught one of those earlier in the season against Sydney. But there's a goal. That could be huge. It's extremely fortunate here. Salian puts the foot in and De Oliveira just puts that one past Stratton. In goal, who I don't think was who I was looking at earlier, is the person I thought was going to be in goal for them, with the first choice getting injured. So that might be helping us too. But that's big. And now we're trying to get on the front foot a bit more here too. I'm just going to figure out what to do at half time. I'll probably take off Kakesi. On that yellow. I hate defenders on yellows. Ferris or Kennelly. Oh, that's not good. Win the race. Win the race. That is very fortunate that players are so slow to react. Right, De Oliveira. Tight angle. Oh, tell you what, that was going in. Good save from Stratton. Okay, they're going to take it short. They do like to take it short, don't they? We do try and put pressure on teams as they make their way out from the back. Uh-oh. Corner. Liziak. Headed away, but not super well. Sailing. Abdul Masi. Oh, for goodness. That's just... Right. Fair play. We'll encourage them. It's a goal in it. Headed away from McKee. O'Donoghue's tried to race out there. Haven't been able to stop the ball in the air, and we just haven't really closed it down, but I don't think it matters with a shot like that. 1-1. Which is a shame. Stats-wise, it's probably more than justified, but now we're down the other end for a throw-in of our own. Talon, back to Christabel. Sullivan. Can we get back in front here? Talon. Going to take on the shot. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Wieldy o'clock. 2 in the space of 2 minutes. Goodness me. Talon Henniker. That might be even better with the twist. Back to goal. And just curves the foot around that. Screamer. And we've got the lead back. 2-1. Praise them like I should. And now I've got a throw in too. Sakeda. Buchanan. O'Donoghue, Sakeda. Out to Voisey, Yulden. Buchanan, McKee. Cassie. 6.5. Definitely going to pull her off the field at halftime. Take her off the Shaun. Right, O'Donoghue. Oh, she's had a shocker in goal there, Stratton. That might be the position that cost them in this game. They lost their first choice goalkeeper. It could be a perfect time for us. But Talon Hineka to Buchanan. And O'Donoghue, just a real speculator. And Stratton really just needed to use both hands there. Tried to punch it. And it's gone top left corner. So 3-1 up here. Away at the victory. They're going to try and make their way out from the back here. If De Oliveira reads this well. No, okay. But if we win this... Oh, that's lovely from O'Donoghue. Voisey Yulden. Great ball for De Oliveira. Stratton with a good save this time. But we're piling pressure on them here. I mean, stats-wise, it's a very even game, but... Yeah, I think they... Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't say anything before this highlight. Headed away. There's Abdul Masi who scored the ripper for them. Now O'Donoghue's got that. And Voisey Yulden. So what I was going to say, and I think I can finish it now, might be the goalkeepers here that's going to be our advantage. And 4-1. De Oliveira with a very tidy finish. Voisey Yulden, the chance magnet, she's back. And I'll tell you what, we're going to go top, and this is going to be very good for our goal differential. The way it's looking. But that finish there is just very tidy, just cultured, lovely placement there. 4-1. Big first half from us here. And it might be about to get even better. A free kick. Sullivan. Yeah, more. Voisey, Sakeda. Okay, we've gone back to Sullivan, which was an interesting option. We've somehow got that back. Oh, Buchanan. What on earth is this half? The mental thing, if we bet Central Coast, we would be well clear on top after this. But this is quite fortunate. Liziak's got unlucky there. And, I mean, that's a perfect placement. No one's stopping that one. Average goalkeeper, they've bought it or not. We make it 5-1. Goodness gracious me. 5 shots. Well, 5 goals from our 8 shots on target. 6.4. Can I see what she looks like? Yeah, she's not great, is she? That's definitely costing them here. Yeah. Right, I will take off Kakasi. This is probably a very safe situation to do so. Now, who looks better as a centre-back out of Kennelly or Ferris? 169. Well, I mean, it's Kennelly, isn't it? So on you come. Are you better? It doesn't really matter, does it? I might just leave for what we do. Okay. But that's all we'll do. We've got a gap after this, so don't need to change too much. Yeah. Stoked. Okay, thankfully Sakeda just touched that in time. Tempted to just have fun and try shoot on sight here with the goalkeeper because she looks right average. That injury has really mattered them for this game. Okay, that's not a great start to the half for us, but what a first half. Is this going to amount to anything, this highlights? They've pumped it deep. Why are we standing off? We're supposed to be stepping up more. Okay, that's fine. Christabel's recovered. Buchanan up to Voisey Yulden. Back in form. I like to see it. One of the wonder kids we've put some faith in here at the Jets. Sakeda. Oh, the ball was on. Just not quite placed right. We've got it back though. And oh, lovely 1-2. Sakeda. Oh, their goalkeeper is utter rubbish. What timing for that injury. I almost feel sorry for them if they weren't the victory. The yucky bucky. But this is some great football. The finish is pretty average, truth be told. But, like, the effort's just gone from the victory. They're going to be in right trouble if it goes into a goal differential race now. They are -5 from this. What a performance. The victory defence, to be fair, in front of the goalkeeper, they have not helped her out at all, have they? Look at the back seven. Battering them exactly. We might be on for some Champions League footy here next season. I shouldn't have said that. Right. But we're going to go up to top. Right, so it's those three there. It's the wing. Actually, I can't take off the right back because we've got Kennelly on. So it'll be Christabel plus O'Donoghue plus Talon that we take off if we want to. We might. I mean, we've got a 2-week gap though, so what's the point? It's only to try and avoid injury, but yeah, if we can up our goal differential, it might be worth just keeping them on. Oh, okay, they forced a good save out of it this time. And we won't see the corner because FM26 things. But that's all right. So, I mean, everyone's playing well out there. We don't need to change too much here. Flanagan hoofs it clear. Bankfleet to Talon. Showing a talent. Out to Sakeda. O'Donoghue. Christabel. O'Donoghue might line one up here. Just wide. Oh, yeah. Get the vibe on. Okay, I'm going to have to change this now. Ferris. Centre back. No doubt this one's going off in the nightclubs later tonight. If you can actually get to your nightclubs, that might actually be impossible where I live. Sakeda pulls it back for Talon. Sakeda, oh, is she on? She's on. 7-1. Tell you what, we might be on for a freaking 8 to see this here. Hopefully not, because then it's going to kind of, we're probably better off just leaving as is for the goal differential. But I mean that's a top finish, to be fair. You can't really have a crack at the goalkeeper for that. But we are pumping the victory here. Top of the table. You wouldn't think it, would you? That's it, Kylie. Good work from you. You've had a quiet day. Tell you what, we've bounced back well from 1-1, haven't we? And normal bloke from Sheffield with the raid. Welcome in, people. Hope you're doing well. We're doing a Journeyman here. I'll wait for the Star Wars flute. Hold on. Oh, just wide. So we're playing a top of the table clash currently. You wouldn't think it, because we're beating them 7-1. They do have an injured goalkeeper, but welcome to the Ninja A-League, best league name in the game, the women's side of things. We're at the Newcastle Jets. We're playing top of the table. They've got an injured goalkeeper. They suffered an injury to their goalkeeper. Might be affecting them because we're bashing them 7-1 here. So we're about to go top of the table with only 4 more games left in the season. So you come in at a really good time. It's going to be quite interesting. If we do hold on to top spot, we get Champions League football for next season. In our first season in this league, with a team that we're kind of supposed to be a bubble finals team. So very good timing. But welcome on in, everyone. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good New Year's Eve. At least my time down here in New Zealand. But yeah, considering we've only made 1 signing going to this season, this is going very well. Make it 8-1, by the way. De Oliveira with her 2nd hat-trick in a row. Goodness me. Good. Oh, jeepers. I'm in the future. Exactly, mate. Exactly, I am in the future. Good old New Zealand time. Hence why I've got the New Year's Eve playlist on, which has got some interesting tunes, especially considering the sex of football we're playing. But Yeah, cheers, normal bloke from Sheffield. Right, we will make some subs. Just don't want anyone getting injured. Oh, we can't take off Christabel, can we? We don't have enough centre backs. We'll take off O'Donoghue for Crutwell. Yeah, these. Thankfully, the VOD doesn't have the music because I could get cancelled for some of this, couldn't I? Future friends, that's the one. Right, 8-1. I will give you a shout out too, actually, before I forget, while we're in a position in this game where we are absolutely. I can switch off here, which is weird for a top of the table clash. No, hopefully I've spelt that right. Boomfa. Oh, good. Okay, I thought that might have been a goal conceded. I mean, you would hate to see it if it was the case. Salien with the corner. In the mixer. Okay, that's fine. Kylie's just confidence as high as it was. Our 15-year-old goalkeeper up to us. How did she go up to a 7.4 off that? I mean, but I'll tell you what though. Can't complain there, can we? Top of the table, we have pumped them. 15 shots on target. She conceded 8. That reserve goalkeeper has had a shocker for them there, but we'll take that. Riding the raid, silly o'clock. Fair enough, mate. Cheers for popping in, chasing lamely. Hope you have a good one. I mean, that's brilliant. Seriously. Yeah, that is a ridiculous result. And we go top of the table. We already had a really strong goal differential. So we jump them 2 points clear on Melbourne City, who we play next. So things are about to get very interesting. We're already locked in for the finals, but the finals don't matter for Champions League next season. You got to top the table in the regular season, but that's back-to-back hat-tricks for De Oliveira. 8 and 4. Just the derby against 10th place where she didn't show up. And we dropped points, so we should really be on 42. But that goal differential, look what it's done to the victory. Holy hecker. We just need to... I mean, it's not quite the case. This is a draw against the City, but if we can just hold on to the same points as them, we are in wonderland here. Oh, cheers, Chasing Lamely. Good. Help me out there, mate. But we got I thought we had a gap. It's only an 8-day gap, so never mind. There are some internationals happening right now. That might have also made the victory there, but not too much from what I saw. But some US Invitational, I want to say. Aussie are about to play USA anyway. Which I suppose could be quite interesting on the women's side. Right, the youth intake decisions. I think we signed everyone we wanted to out of that. Oh, cheers, Lamely. Always kind. The New Zealand time zone is a bit of a bugger. Let's be honest. It's the complete opposite to the UK, which is kind of, yeah. Now, I think we signed everyone we wanted to out of this. Yeah, I think we're good here. Ooh, did we sign you? I mean, actually, no, wing back, waste of time, stupid position. We'll be fine without you. But yeah, Kylie's had a good start from our youth intake. Like, how about that for a collect from the youth intake, by the way? 4 starts. She still hasn't kept it. Oh, 1 clean sheet. Is she? Oh yeah, Western Sydney. Sean. Getting better, Kylie. Which is good to see. She could be a good future sail to Europe. Now, look to Maya. Yeah. Buchanan, can you help me out here? You can't. What's our dynamics like currently? Can I use this as a talkie thing? It's pretty good without being great. Of course, I can't drop frickin' De Oliveira off the back of 2 hat-tricks, can I? Wonder if we can say that. Oh, okay. God, that hasn't gone well. Oh well. I mean, I don't know if I mean, you've got a new contract kicking in soon, so that's probably not going to help you try and leaving. But the current ability is pretty fair for a 23-year-old. We might be okay there, you know. Hopefully I can bring in a Georgia Doe or someone in her place when we get to the end of the season. Because I do want to pinch some people off the Phoenix, our former club, and that'd be nice. Pretty handy upgrade, that, I reckon. But it's a bit of a weird one. Anyway, might have to get rid of her, Look Maya. So we'll deal with that. Okay, the Central Coast Wanter, that might be okay. Oh, sick as hell before your New Year's stream. Fair enough, man. Make sure you get some rest. Kick into that. Gotta love a New Year's stream. But thanks for going the raid and suggesting it and popping in, chasing lamely. Hope you have a good 24 or so hours till I'm back on. Gonna sound like Emma Stone after 90 Marlborough. Goodness me. Oh, those were the days. The Marlborough Cup. NRL. Peak NRL. But no worries, man. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks for coming on in. Well, I suppose it might be morning for you. Right. Yeah, yeah, that's very fair. Normal bloke. But thanks for the raid, dude. Greatly appreciated. We'll get up. When is this next game? Oh, whoa. I thought it was a week gap. It's a 33-day gap. Ugh, that's okay. I need to sort friendlies out. What is happening? What a weird time for a 33-day gap. I want to keep the momentum going. Come on. Oh, cheers, lamely. Love that. That's tell you what, you're a top bloke. Okay, I didn't realize the scat was so big. That's a bit annoying. Yeah, we'll schedule some friendlies from the week after. I think we'll get past the international nuisance that's happening. So Paul Martin's at Sydney, the champions from last season, who are now 10th. He might be about to burgle himself into a Champions League because they were still in the quarterfinal. It does actually mean we can potentially focus on trying to sell that person, but let's get you onto your rehab. So where's the fixture list? So we've got a 2-week gap before Adelaide. This is a nuisance of a timing. This so let's arrange some friendlies. So we don't want one this week. We want one probably the week after. So 8th, 15th, and 22nd is probably what we want to do. So nearby, the Adamstown Rosebuds sounds like former WWE wrestler, but we'll go with that. Also, let's chuck in the 15th. We will go with the Broadmeadow Magic, I suppose, and one more just to tick the squad over. Let's go for mid coast because we're low on money and they're the cheapest. So a couple of friendlies, hopefully give us the edge over City. But yeah, sorry people, I didn't realise that gap was so big. It's kind of annoying actually. It might hinder us. We'll still definitely have finals footy tomorrow. Just might not get quite to the because I need to go at 5:30. So we've got an hour to play 3 games. Shouldn't be too bad. But I do need to go help the wife cook dinner at some stage. What Western Sydney? Why are you poaching my players? Was the 3-0 win not? What idiot wants to go to Western Sydney after we beat them 3-0 and the victory 8-1? Dreadful decision by whoever that is. Can I see this player? No. Okay, you used to be able to see that, couldn't you? You know, you can have her. She's probably rubbish. Right, we can give our players a bit of game time. Apart from the backup goalkeeper, because we've got a handy one with more potential in the B team anyway. And hopefully start to bust through this little period quickly. I'm not going to change our first team really at all when I keep the fitness high on them. Let's hope none of those part-timers break any ankles or anything silly of our players, because that would suck. Once we get there, we will keep the morale high in a title fight. Can beat these. Well, geez, hopefully. Hopefully we get through City. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little while. I'm a bit bummed about that. We just started to pick up some good momentum. I mean, an 8-1 win, the freaking morale's high after that, isn't it? So, of course, there's a month-long gap. Perfect timing for Bohemian Rhapsody to be fair, isn't it? Mama. Ooh. Right. Better not do too much. Might get a DMCA. They call me Shaun Mercury. They don't. Why did I say that? Freddie does FM. I should have gone with that. Just need the porn star moustache, and I'll be right. Tell you what, Liverpool in this save do love to poach Spurs players. I think they did Van der Ven a little while ago. They were going after Sarah back in January. Now, Bergvall. Who's that nation that's just beat Australia 4-1? I've got no idea who that is. Hard to tell from the small logo. It's a pretty wild result, considering that they drew off the USA. Now, did I pay out on that prediction? No. Okay, we'll do that now. That's probably good. Admin, stream admin. Oh, finances. I mean, they're not Phoenix bad, so that's the main thing. Now, you do have a bit of potential. Well, current ability, but I think we just let all these ones go. Can't play a position we use, and there's the wing back who... No determination. I think we'll be fine without her as well. Able to be quite picky with this intake, which is nice. Dynamics, awesome. Like that. Very good intake. And right, the Adamstown Rosebud. What a name for a club in Australia. We'll start to burn through this, hopefully. Keyword, hopefully. So I suppose the good news, I don't think we can finish any lower than third. Top two would be a prelim final, so I think we... Oh, would it? I keep thinking of the NRL playoffs instead of the A-League playoffs. But we might get a week off in the finals if we finish top two, which... I mean, hopefully our goal differential is going to mean we should have that. But yeah, if we can hold on to top spot, that's massive. That's Champions League next season, which would be highly unexpected for a team that was aiming to just make the finals. Especially in our first season here, we've done stuff all really. Just been tactical stuff. Signed the one left back and that's been it. Oh yeah, well, I suppose we will get onto that. Who wants Central Coast? Yeah, we can't do a lot right now, can we? Outside of transfer window. Sorry, looked Maya. But maybe, you know, if you're going to have a moan, do it during a transfer window instead of outside of one. Just a bit of advice, you know. So we can keep our reserves all fit in that team. While our first team plays these other friendlies. Hopefully they can pick up some double-figure scorelines here. Sorry. Okay, I didn't realise I did a remix of this song. It's very doof. Doof. Give me proper How I Met Your Mother nightclub episode flashbacks this. Alright, fitness test, that's fine. Let's crack into these friendlies. Come on. Get me to that City game. Get me into it nice and hot. Beat them is well and truly in our hands. 5-0. I guess we'll take that. Maybe that team is a better goalkeeper than Victory had for that one. Okay, good little spread there of goal scorers. We'll take that. Oh, Sarr stayed at Tottenham. Now City won him. Okay. I swore Liverpool. I must have got close to signing him. Alright, so I've got another couple of weeks here of friendlies just because silly mid-season gaps. I thought I got rid of all these gaps when we left Malaysia, but apparently not. There's no like random Qatar Women's World Cup thing going on, is there? No. I think we'd be getting shown the fixtures if there was. Oh, you bought FM26 last week. Game's so addictive. Oh, that's good to hear. You're enjoying it. There's a few people out there that don't, so it's good to hear you are. It's definitely addictive when you're in a winning run. I will say that. Oh, this could be bad. That will take that all day long, twice on Sundays. Let's get you into your rehab. Boomfa. Yeah, Amber, you just have to. Can you just go away for a little bit while you're having packing a set about your whole wanting to leave outside a transfer window? Morning today, big smile. Arsenal beat Villa. Yeah, thumped them, didn't you? Not bad for a team that needed a couple of own goals to beat Wolves. Although, to be fair, Man United, the gift that keeps on giving. I will say I did actually pick a draw in that game because I could kind of see that one coming with how Wolves have pushed Arsenal and Liverpool. But yeah, Arsenal, bit of a statement performance there given the table. Still though, City aren't that far behind, are they? Going to be a good title race. Hopefully. God, I think it's been about 20 years since I heard this song. I mean, obviously not, but you know what I mean. Been a fair while, goodness me. Villa winning streak, yeah. So mad to think the way that Liverpool were going that was the team that last defeated them. Because I remember back at the time, it's kind of pretty scratchy and bet Villa kind of out of nowhere at the time, it felt like. It was like, oh, we're back, and then it kind of went back to rubbish again for a little bit. But yeah, the Villa streak over. So what have they got coming up, Villa? So Liverpool leads tomorrow, I know that. City, I think of someone. Oh, City have got Sunderland, haven't they? Let me find not the A-League, Sean. That's the complete wrong competition. Aston Villa, who you guys got coming up? Villa, January. I want to look at. Right, Nottingham Forest. They're at home, probably. Crystal Palace away. Could be tricky. Then they've got FA Cup away at Spurs, Everton at home, Europa League things, and Newcastle away. Oh, okay. Couple of tricky little ones in there for them. And obviously, Europa League as well could make things interesting. Oh, there's some actual sport on now. Might put it on the background while we get through this gap in the season. What are we, 4:30? So I'm live for another hour, people, so hopefully we can burn through this quickly and then lock in. We do have a 1 week, another little gap after City. I hope so. I think they showed with that win over Villa, they're probably a little bit better than they are, so hopefully they jump above them. I don't think they'll get above Arsenal or City just because of the amount of points they dropped in that little patch back in November. Pretty much the entire month, wasn't it? But yeah, top 3 should be the aim. 3-1. I tell you what, we're not going actually that well here in these friendlies, but we'll take it. Their wins. Early goal conceded there. What's that? I mean, can't be too upset with those statistics from those games. How's Kylie getting on? Is she developing nicely? Yes, good. Could be very handy. So one more friendly, then we'll get into the Melbourne City game, which will be a biggie. We're at home too, so that is big. It's our last home game before the finals. And she's a big old one. Adelaide and Canberra away is actually a little bit banana skinny late on. 2 teams that did draw with us earlier in the season. So there's no easy fixtures in our run home. I would be frustrated though if we bet City and then fumbled. What I really could have used was another Melbourne derby in those last couple of games, but that's not happening. DeBodster, we are top. We just bet Melbourne victory 8-1 in our last game. A top of the table clash. They did have an injured goalkeeper, which impacted them quite a bit. It felt like we have a month gap now though. So we're just getting through that. We've got City up next. They're in 3rd. If we win that, Adelaide and Canberra away from home, 8-1. Yeah, their goalkeeper was not good. and their defence, to be fair. It was a bit of a weird timing. There was one player away on an international duty, and they copped their first choice Dream 11 goalkeeper being injured and for some reason didn't play the clear next best. So, yeah, we're on top, and our goal differential is significant. So as long as we can keep that, we'll be okay. But we've got City next, then Adelaide and Canberra away. So there's no easy games. We've only not won one so far today, and hilariously, it was a draw against Central Coast. Just randomly, where nothing really clicked for us, but we somehow picked up a point. It was a derby, so that might be why, but otherwise, it's been really good. 3-0 over Western Sydney, and then that 8-1 over the Victory. So still got 3 games left this season. I'm going to try and get through them today, but I didn't realise we had this month-long gap that we're just burning through now. And another 2-week gap after this City game as well. So, yeah, bit random. Kind of feels like we're back in Malaysia. But it's going well on the pitch, so that's the main thing. We've got it in our hands now if we want to pick up the minor premiership, or whatever they call it. I still don't know the actual name of it. I mean, I say I don't know. Auckland FC got called the Premiers last season, didn't they? And they did this thing without winning the actual final series. But the big thing would be Champions League football next season. Yeah, Premiers. That's what Auckland were getting called last year on the men's side. But yeah, finish top, Champions League football next season. No matter what happens in the finals. At least that's what I believe is the case, according to the rules. So let's keep our reserve players ticking along. Right, so training, get through this quickly. And the last little friendly in this block we're having to play here. We're going to do too much of this season, which has been nice. We'll just have a go at Lookmai, who is probably bringing the whole dynamics here down with that whole I want to leave stuff. Going to be really awkward when her new contract kicks in, when the transfer window opens. Yeah, we do get a few weeks if we get a top 2, which if we beat City, we definitely should. We'd go 5 clear of them with only those 2 games left. So hopefully that would be nice, and hopefully someone can do us a favour and knock off the Victory a few times. But we've definitely got the goal differential if we end up level with one of those teams now. That 8-1 win, huge. Hurst is back. Right, let's get you. Can I give you general rehab? We're probably not going to need to use you, but just in case we do. All right, let's get through this. Hopefully safely. Our favourite Auckland player. Oh. Okay, thankfully we've got no injuries. Only a 3-0 win. Got through it safely. That's the main thing. Auckland player. Jeez, I am a Knicks fan, so this is going to be quite tough. But I will go De Vries, the left back. He's been really good for them. Proper career revival for him now in the All Whites because of how well he's been going. Putting the balls in the mixer for Cosgrove this season. All right, so into match week. I'll get a prediction going. Let's do one here against Melbourne City, who held us to who beat us last time. I think it was 3-2 or 2-1. We are at home instead of being away. Hopefully the fact we've played some friendlies is going to put us in better condition than they are. And if we can pick up a win here, in a great position compared to them, it'll hopefully just boil down between us and the victory for that top spot. But while we wait for this to go for a wait till it comes back one more time, I might just go for a little toilet break. We'll start, then push hopefully through the other 3 games. We'll see how things go. We can always do the Canberra one tomorrow if we absolutely have to, but I was hoping to do all 3 today, but that month gap's caught me out because I'm an idiot who didn't check that sort of stuff. Because why would there be a month-long gap in the season before the final 3 games? You will add you the shortlist. Where do you play? Goalkeeper. Don't really need that, but you do look quite good. We can't spend that though. I think we're a bit too broke. We'll be there. Could be about to change. Right. Let's click forward and I will be back ASAP. Just a second, people. Alrighty, let's get back into gameplay. It's gone forward like a couple of hours, annoyingly. Sakai, yeah, he's top quality, isn't he? Okay, Chris. But you know, he's good as well. But yeah, De Vries has been, I'd say, just as good out left and as a Kiwi. So, I mean, yeah, it does help my perception. But they've got quality. Where to next from Castle? Ugh. Was hopefully back to the men's side, honestly. Just because we'll have a little bit more coaching badges on our side. Okay, that's a minor. That's great. Hopefully that's going to recover in time, especially for a Sunday game. That should actually help us quite a bit. Can always call up Naomi, to be fair, and that's probably a slight upgrade, but Voyager Yildirim with a lot more potential. That's why we're doing that at right wing currently. But I'm not too sure. We'll see what happens. I'm not in a hurry to leave the way we're going, put it that way. It's a club that's giving us our coaching badges, unlike Manjung, at least for a large proportion of while we're there. We've only been here 1 year, one season. We've already got 2 coaching badges out of this club, and we're at Manjung for 5 years, and it took them till quite late on to give us 1. So, yeah, we're quite happy here at Newcastle currently, but we'll see, I suppose, what attention we generate after this season. Yeah, they do usually. I think they've been toned down a bit because the weather has been horrific here last couple of days. Like 100k winds. It's not super safe with fireworks at the moment, but there is generally fireworks around the place. Lallana is finished. Oh, that's an interesting name to come in with. Liverpool fan, by the way. Right. Can you help me out here? I'm loaning out players from my under 21s. How much wage percentage and fee do you ask for? I usually ask for the whole 100, but if no one is wanting them, I just tend to tone it down a little bit as I go. But obviously, it depends on the wage situation in each club. But if you're at like a Premier League club, 100% should be kind of standard because the under 21 players usually aren't on as high a wage. But I usually do 20k a week. I'd start at 100, and if you're struggling to get any interest, then just tone it down steadily over the course of a window. Sort of see, you can always offer to loan out, and usually clubs will just come in with what they want to pay anyway. So you can kind of work it out that way, so that they end up loaning it out to the one with a good amount of playing time, while also having the best percentage of wage. But if your budget's not an issue, then just steadily reduce it as you're offering out, I'd say. So if no one wants them at 100, maybe go down to a 80 or 70, then a 50. Hopefully get some interest that way. But I'm pretty flexible with it, unless I'm at a club that really needs to reduce the wage budget to make sure that the finances sort of fit under it that way. Lallana is finished. DeBod's favourite song at the moment. Ooh. At the moment, it's a newish. Okay. We'll do that. Yeah, we'll just leave the rest of that. Okay. Favourite song. I will just check the hot songs. It's probably gonna be, might be the Teddy Swims one, most recent one. But I'll just check on Spotify. Hold on. Home. Today's top hits. Could be something random being in New Zealand, to be fair, so you might be about to cop full-on New Zealand mode. I mean, a lot of these are quite old. That didn't help at all. Also, I'm still quite big on Sam Fender's most recent album as well, just in general. So yeah, in between that, we'll say. Hopefully that's a good enough answer. Now, how's Voisey looking? You're fine, okay. Your Naomi's probably even worse, isn't she? Okay, game time. Is that more than it? Oh, these gaps are so annoying right now. Anyway, Melbourne City. So, not top of the table clash, but boy, a win here would be nice. You're fine. Right, here we go. Players pretty much entirely in form outside our right-footed left back, which, yeah, I would like to fix that going to next year. But we'll see. She hasn't been too bad. Yeah, still a big game. Can pretty much make sure, unless we have a horrific last couple of games, that they won't be able to go above us here. Get a 5-point gap on them. Pick up where you left off. Might not have quite the same impact as if we were coming into this straight off the victory game. But hopefully they know what I mean. Right. No changes, obviously. 8-1 win over the table toppers back then. They've got 5 at the back. It's very defensive from City. But let's see if we can hand them their 4th defeat of the season. Their manager still with all the style points there. In the tweed jacket and the absolutely eye-popping sunglasses. But here we go. underway. We are in the gold and blue. City are in the black. Let's see what we can do. If we can stay above victory after this, happy days. O'Donoghue. Oh, I didn't find Kakesi. Okay, Saketa. Oh, just over. The goalkeeper's a bit of a midget. That might help us out here. Remember first ever Football Manager save? Yes. I ruined the finances of Port Vale. And then I went back to FIFA for a couple of years and then came back and played in Turkey with Ergin Velemizspor. Kylie, we'll check out half time. Don't want to get soft locked or anything silly here. And thank you for the follow, Jeps83. You legend. And sure, bro. As O'Donoghue goes forward here. Oh, little quick pass there between her and Voisey Yilden. And the mix, Saketa's going to run and get that, interestingly. Oh, and a sub as well, Jeps. Love your work. Thank you very much for the New Year's present. Okay, that's a... Yeah, I have enjoyed that. Yes, boy. Thank you very much. So a save there on a shot. It's gone out for a corner, which we didn't see, but we're looking dangerous. Just haven't quite scored. And now City on the counter. Jugovic. Out to Avello. Can we stop this, girls? Jugovic back to Stonehill. Yanedi. Goodness me. Take it off her. Thank you, O'Donoghue. I don't want to say that name again. Oh, Oliveira runs onto it. De Oliveira off the post. Oh, cheers, Jeps. Oh, your fellow Oceanian. Lovely work. Good to have you along. Oh, that was a big chance there for De Oliveira. Off the post. Let's hope that doesn't prove costly. We'll encourage, though. We're playing good footy. Based on starts, De Oliveira, keep this ball. Great, she's cooked that one. But then giving it straight back to Tepin. Oh, I think it's an American centre-back. At least the tan suggested so on the pre-match graphic. Oh, dear. Jugovic. Stop this, stop this, stop this, stop this, please. Oh, Kylie. Great save from Kylie. She certainly looks a lot taller than their goalkeeper. Kylie, I'll say that before we check at half-time. It's a bit of a battle, this one so far. The goals aren't quite flowing as freely as in the previous game, but obviously they might have a goalkeeper that's, you know, first choice, which might be helping. Oh dear, I've got all the space out here with Avello. Oh, curving effort. Okay, they've now hit one off the post. That's fair. One each. And nil all. So only the top team from each country goes through. There's 3 groups of 4. 2 teams go through from one group, and the 3 teams from 2 of the other groups. So it's the top 2 and then the 2 best third place getters. But you've got to win your league. That's it. Oh, thankfully, that's just gone wide. We'll still encourage, but that should do half time. It has. Feels like an even game XG-wise, though we are playing better than they are. Now, what are we looking like out there? We'll go tactics, then we can click on Kylie, who is 1.73, so that's relatively tall on the women's side. No one playing badly. Although O'Donoghue's got cooked there, isn't she? So we'll take her off a Crutwell. Might even change those 2 around, yeah. We'll do that. Put Sullivan a bit further forward for the second half. Do you think A-League Champions League qualifier should go grand final than league position? No. I think it's pretty fair that it happens on the league season than the finals. Personal preference, but I think if you're better over the course of, 22 games instead of a knockout game, you should be the team that goes into continental football. But we'll make that change in midfield, and yeah, reviews aren't great, Jeps. I'm not minding it, but you've got to be aware that there's some stuff missing. I'd say that. It's a bit Oh, I did deposit, so 1.74 was the height on Kylie. Just so right. Yeah, scoreline doesn't reflect. Come on, girls, let's get this done for Chappelle. Right. Time to go to the Pink Pony Club. Send City off to a pony club or something for the rest of the season. Let's cook them. Biggest miss. Oh, there's some stuff that just doesn't work like it should, eh? Oh, please, Talon. Yeah. Oh, oops, hold on. Don't pause alert, Shaun. Get off that screen. Yeah, there's some stuff that isn't working as well as it should, like... How do I explain this? The filters? You search for players in the shortlist and like you're trying to find players with like 6 months left on their contract to sign on a free. That filter doesn't work. Like there's some multiple things like that that are just stupidly not there, which is annoying. But if you add a column and try and sort, but if you add the column in the shortlist, you can see that sort of stuff. So you can work around it. Oh, jeepers. It's just really silly little stuff that's not quite in the game. Yeah, it's clearly a rush out job, but they are improving it, at least back when it was in December. Well, it was December, but before Christmas they were doing those weekly updates, and that has been helping things, but not everything. It's not as bad as a lot of the early reviews would suggest it was, but be aware that if you want a more polished game, FM24 is probably still your go. But obviously, like here, you can't play women's football, can you? And it's quite fun. Oh, all right, let's go. I think they said March, but it's, yeah, I think March. They either said it or it's what's been rumoured. Oh, Sakita. Oh, didn't quite dip. That would have been big, get a 2-goal lead over this mob. But yeah, I think it's March. The narrow name pool in some languages produces women with the same name. Yeah, it's probably fair too. Won't be getting it till international. Yeah, that is fair. I mean, I've done some Builder Nations last couple of FMs, so I understand that completely. Now we'll get McKee off on a yellow for Kennelly. I might take off Voisey as well for Naomi in this situation. But we're going okay. Let's just hope some fresh legs might help. Might have to time waste here shortly, because big game, as they all are at the stage of the season. 80, let's start to do a little bit of time wasting. Boom. And we won't quite go there yet, but we'll do that. Thought about going more disciplined. We'll just hold off briefly. Okay, we can make another sub. So let's do that and that. And we may as well go full out time waste. Journeyman saving 24 also had Oz as a side job. Ah, nice, yeah. I had New Zealand at a couple of World Cups, which was great fun. Yeah. Also, I should probably turn... Well, we'll leave it on now, but we didn't play for set pieces against the victory, and that probably worked quite well for us. Was suggested, but still. Right, let's hold on, girls. I've got one more stoppage. Let's not give the ball away here, please. Kennelly. All the space in the world. Why have we done that? We could have played it back to us. Well, she is a centre back, but well, she knows she's right back. Oh, don't concede now. Don't concede now, girls. Thank you, Flanagan. Big save. You know, they managed to make a semi-final World Cup, 3 straight Asian Nations Cups, and oh, it's Aaron Kunda, yeah. That would be fun. Right, let's just waste some time by taking off De Oliveira here, because reasons. 6.8, hasn't scored. And Come on, referee. Referee, we're in the 97th minute. Thank you. Big win, 1-0. Thank you, Talon Henniker, early in the half. But yeah, I know I was trying to do Auckland before they win the game, obviously. But yeah, big 3 points there. Good win. Wasn't perfect, but it's City, so we'll take that. Oh, pay increase. That's not great. And the victory lost. Oh, that's big. That's big. We just need one win from these last two, I feel like. And we will be in the Champions League next season. Because that goal differential helps us out massively. As long as that is the tiebreaker. And it should be. We could even wrap it up next game. Let's just check the rules. Goal difference. Bolter. Yeah, this is big. We need one win out of our last two on the road against Canberra or Adelaide. That is big. Now we do have to wait till the 18th. Oh, A-League, why are you doing this to me right now? So it is 2 weeks. You know, I'll go do friendlies again here. Yeah, I tried to do a thing with Auckland here early, but it ended up being Kashmir Tech because there was issues with registration in that A-League. But also New Zealand because, yeah, Build a Nation, and we knocked, fearless like it was quarterfinals, which I feel like with New Zealand's pretty darn good, right? Knocked Brazil out of one World Cup quite early on, only the second one. So, you know, I hadn't really developed a lot by that stage. But, yeah, made the quarterfinals on a couple of occasions, which was quite nice. Always got out of our group, which was quite good with New Zealand, I feel like. But, yeah, won a Club World Cup with Kashmir Tech, which was quite big. On your next save, being an international save with more league mods where I manage a French club and try to develop Belgian Walloon talent. Oh, French-speaking Belgium's nice. Manage Belgium's women's team and run Arcelons, signing the women when they're on youth contracts. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, hopefully there's going to be a lot more save ideas or possibilities when that international update comes out. Okay, 3 to 8 days. That's not awful timing, honestly. Naomi. And De Bolster. Was it Bournemouth for a while? We're managing Australia. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be a bit more difficult. You'd almost be better off trying to do the New Zealand one at Bournemouth with Auckland. I remember my first ever World Cup in FM, I beat Argentina in the third group stage match to knock them out. Oh, hypers, yeah. I was pretty fired up after knocking Brazil out of the World Cup in 2030 in game. So it was only the second one. It was like early. So hadn't really developed that much talent by that stage. It was quite a few of still the likes of Chris Wood and all those sort of players in the team. So that was quite big. Getting past Alisson and Edison and, well, those are both the goalkeepers, probably not the best example, but you know what I mean. It's a pretty good Brazilian team still. I say still, they're not actually going that well in real life, are they? Belgians that speak French fluently should be able to adapt to France easier. Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you, Marissa? But it's definitely going to be a good save to try and crack into once. Oh boy, once international update comes out. Let's hope this isn't serious. 1 to 3 days. We are getting a little bit lucky here currently. We'll take it though. Your name is still out. Okay. So friendly because silly gaps. But just one more win and we should be okay. Well, we will be okay. No way victory going past our goal differential. And City need us to lose both games. And they need to be perfect to go above us. Oh boy. We're losing 5 players. Okay, maybe these friendlies aren't a great idea. Although, Beefy, a lot of those players are bench players. We might be okay. Christabel, 1 to 3 days. We can cop that. We are getting a couple of injuries here, though, aren't we? Problem with the Oz save was what when Matt Ryan retired. Never found another keeper. Oh, really? Was Joe Gauchi a bit too old by that stage? Because he was when I was constantly trying to get to become a Kiwi in my save. But it didn't work. But I was badgering him like all his career, essentially. So okay, we should be okay there. Naomi gets onto your actual rehab. Oh, it's today. Oh dear, we better change that quickly actually. We're playing a Friday game when we get back, so let's just change things. So, oi, portal, tactics, thank you. Right, Ferris, and you go. Hurst on the bench, I suppose. Naomi, Migliazza on the bench. Looked my Songer for you. Let's just sort that bench out a bit. You're off kit, fair enough, man. Yeah, Beefy, I'm only live for about another 25 minutes. Hopefully we'll get through these 2 games, but if we beat Adelaide, then we've kind of wrapped it up anyway. So that's what I'm sort of hoping for right now. But thanks for coming in today, dude. I'll be back tomorrow and we'll crack into the finals then. But thanks for hanging around today. Greatly appreciated. I gave him only a couple of caps as he was a keeper with about the same star rating, 21. Fair enough. But neither of them had the consistency. That's... yeah, not ideal. Yeah, we're pretty lucky, of course, in New Zealand with Alex Paulson coming through. So he, you know, did a job for a large majority of that save I did. All right, 5-1. That's good. Let's now change this so we've got good players in there. I think that's what I would like, yes. Marissa, the save I'm doing right now involves naturalizing Quebecois to become French citizens. The good old Canada-French connection. Which club are you doing that with? Just out of curiosity. We met Warren and it's his retirement. I was trying to get him his first national team goal. Oh, on the Pens Classic. Oh yeah, that. I suppose at that point you just got no pens at all for about 6 months in game. Oh, US Orleans. Okay, interesting. Right, looked Meyer finding form. That's good. Right, so we're playing Warners Bay. Then we've got Adelaide, who properly robbed us of 3 points earlier in the season when they grabbed a 90-something from an equaliser. And that was it in a home game. We are away from home for the rest of the season, at least until the playoffs, which we should now be at home for. Equaliser, exactly, Dobodster. We should be right now. She came up with a couple of good saves in that City game. She's busted out a couple of quite good ratings in today's stream. You have a lot of fun with her while we're here at Newcastle, with the good potential she's got. As Chelsea pick up the WSL. Suppose we keep an eye on that now that we're in women's football. Yeah, still 15. At least when I checked in that previous game. Don't think it's changed just yet. So she's still a young'un with that 4-star current ability. Absolute youth intake gem, that. very handy for next season because it means we can release McKemmy. Okay, cool. McKee's going well. We've got those high potential centre backs that have been playing all season for us, really. McKee and Kakesi. Okay, the other sister, I presume it's a sister, but has signed on at Sydney. The worst one, though, I think I've got the better one here, so that's good. Oh, and Shibba Stevo with the raid. Greatly appreciated, guys. Welcome on in. Welcome in. We're about to play our last 2 games here of the season. Our first one at the Newcastle Jets in the Ninja A-League, in the Women's A-League. We need 1 win from these last 2 games, and we should, given our goal differential being so superior, lock up the minor premiership before the finals, and also Asian Champions League football for next season. So exciting times. Welcome on, everyone. Hope you're doing well. We'll give you a shout out to Shabba Stevo. Funfa, there you go. Thank you very much for the raid, man. But we've got a friendly first, a 2-week gap before that Adelaide one. Okay, quite a few of our players doing well. Ferris a bit average. But in that one, now we should really change. It's just Voisey that needs to come out, so that's okay. I'm sure the assistant can sort that out himself. And yeah, you two can get a game for that team. Okay. A day later. Yeah, 2 games left in the season. I do need to wrap up about 5:30, so we'll see if we squeeze in that Canberra one. But if we get a win over Adelaide, it's probably not as urgent, is it? Because we should. It's pretty much just a friendly going into the finals, but we'll definitely be cracking into finals in tomorrow's stream, people. Should be live about the same time I was live today, give or take, so around that 3 o'clock mark, New Zealand time. And if you're in the US, that can be your guys' New Year's Eve stream. While the rest of us are still on. Oh, well, have gone for to New Year's Day. Right, that's cool. And let's chuck Voisey back in for that next game. And we should be sweet. Right. Yeah, Crutwell on the bench, Shaun. Okay, we got, right. So let's get a prediction going. Adelaide, who do sit in 5th. Oh, and also, geez, I was late on that, wasn't I? Sorry for those who are waiting for their points. You did get them, though, because Newcastle picked up the win now. Adelaide. 3-3 draw last time. As mentioned, if we pick up a W, we will lock up top spot. A draw might be enough if Melbourne victory also draw. But yeah, Adelaide, I think they are in 5th. I think they're a touch above Canberra, but either way, we're playing 5th and 6th our last 2 games. Away from home, though, so could be banana skins. Yeah, Adelaide 5th, Canberra 6th. Should head to bed, can't stop yawning. Yeah, it's probably is a sign, isn't it? Can you hang around another 20 minutes? Cheeky streamer. See if we can wrap up the title here against the Reds. Cheeky pitbull. Right. I mean, probably splitting facts though, isn't he? Wow, Sydney topping and tailing. Oh, no, see, Sydney have got their action gear all of a sudden. They were bottom at the start of the stream. I think they might have snuck up to 7th, you know. Trying to figure out who that is in 9th. Above the Phoenix. We're very glad we left now. Goodness me. What a waste of a good season that would have been. I mean, am I? You gotta update me on this because I'm not as, you know, up to date with all the American stuff as you guys are. At least not on the football side. Oh yes, that's right. Yeah. I am a winner. Says the guy who won his 1 trophy in 5 years in Malaysia. To be fair, we've got the Bill Belichick music on too, it feels like. You going to be a Pitbull fan? You're Sydney up to 7th. It's Perth in 9th. Goodness me, Wellington, you're a bit of a stinker. No sound before 1975 has touched his ears. Oh dear. Probably feel, oh, don't do a team meeting. Do a team meeting. Oh, I almost don't want to. This could be a bad idea if we do it. Adelaide, we are the slight favourites. Season preview-wise, I think these guys are actually supposed to be better than we are. Yeah. Oh! DeBodster, you are in the Dream 11 now, by the way. At 15 years old, you're in the Dream 11. So there you go. Oh, do I do a teaming? Yeah, I suppose we do. Yeah, I think that's kind of done the job. I don't like those team talks when the team's going well and they sort of semi-force you into them. We ignored it at Manjung and it kind of derailed our form until we actually did one, so hence why I've done that one. Because then we came out, thumped Bungarara, I think it was, at the time. No. Okay, we'll just stick to what we're doing. All right, fitness test. One more click forward. And here we go. Let me just save. Yeah, I better save this one. Right, here we go. Can we secure more or less? It might not officially pop up, but can we more or less secure the title here? And of course, more importantly, because it's not the official title, of course, Champions League football for next season. That's the bigger thing here. First team is fit and rearing to go. Yeah, we're good to go here. That bench is solid. Let's crack into it. Come on. Come on, the Jets. I need to sort out that emote too, don't I? Still haven't done that. It's lazy from me. All right. Yeah, show them why they're out of form. They're down 7th on the form table. Let's go. Right. Tell you what, even their stadium roof is supporting us here. It's blue. They got 5 at the back, which I think is exactly what City had. So this might be a hard team to break down. But they shouldn't be as good as City. But we are on the road. If we can win, it's all but confirmed. A draw might be enough, depending on what the victory do in the last 2 games. A loss, not ideal. So let's hopefully at least get a draw from this. But we're of course aiming for a win against an out of form Adelaide apparently, who are in the red. We are in our white with the gold, aka sleeveless look, and the same colour shorts, which kind of makes us look like characters out of the Rust game or something. But you know, at least we have white socks on, otherwise it would look quite weird. Okay, they're actually making their way out from the back here a little bit comfortably. Collins, Sidey, Gupalot Bulver, or I think that was the name now, Sidey. Oh, Kylie's got that covered. Can't get it past the best keeper in the league that easily. Goodness me. Oh, look at that arm too, tell you what. Get her in the Australian cricket team with an arm like that. But so far on the back foot actually in this game, which is a bit disappointing. The team only expected to be a little bit better than we are, according to those season preview odds, although they have fluctuated wildly throughout the season. And now they're going to try and make their way out from the back, but we're going to get this ball nice and high. Voisey Yulden. Back to Buchanan, the captain. Out to the youngster. Goes back to Buchanan, into Sullivan. Good, quick touch football this. De Oliveira. Oh, Sakita O'Donoghue with the run, but blazes it wide. Big chance there to take a 1-0 lead. Definitely biggest chance of the game so far, though. And O'Donoghue just couldn't quite get it on target. We're encouraged. We are still someone on the back foot, albeit the highlights are starting to go our way. O'Donoghue, short corner. Sakita, back to O'Donoghue. In there for Sullivan. Her shot blocked. That 5 at the back. They're putting up a bit of a wall here, Adelaide. And they're doing the...
We need to build a wall.
They've gone like that. The wall of Adelaide. Can we break it down? Not looking likely in the first half. Still 0-0. Man, they're not going to make me drag this out to tomorrow, are they? Who's not going well? Voisey will take her off for Naomi. I think that's it currently. It's Oliveira not having the best half, but we'll leave her out there. She's been good for the most part. Let's make that one change. Address the team. Don't lose faith. And hopefully we can kick into this like we did. We'll do something similar to that City game and get a nice early goal in the second half as we have the ball away at Adelaide. Buchanan finds Sullivan. That's what we see at the moment. O'Donoghue, our only player on a green, had that big chance. Oh, here's a nice spot for a free kick. Naomi off the bench. Oh my lord, Daniela Naomi. What a goal it could be. Huge free kick. I think that's the only thing we've done from set piece all season. Oh, I've set her for a release too. That could be a mistake if she can do that. Goodness me. What a free kick. And very similar time to the City game. We take a 1-0 lead. Could that be the goal that sends us into continental football? And more or less secures us the Prem. We will praise. Might have gone a bit early there. Probably should have waited to the hour mark. Oh, banger. Oh, I was about to make a sub. I was going to take off De Oliveira on a 6.5 for Luchtmeyer. Although, I might leave that for the moment actually, because she'd have to go back there to the... Although we could put O'Donoghue forward. If we want to do it. Yeah, we'll try Luchtmeyer up top. It's not going to cut out this highlight though, which is a slight concern. Free kick, Adelaide. Into the mixer. Safe as. No way you're being Flanagan from that far out. And we make that sub up top. Can Lookmeyer seal the result for us while she's in a grumpy? Sakita's still not going super well, so... Oh, wait. Might have praised a good time there just quietly. Something flickered. Yeah, Sakita's not playing that well, is she? So let's drag O'Donoghue forward. Crutwell in and do that switch. And we've got one more stoppage, 2 more subs. Someone's going really hard on the milk bottle in the background of the song, and it's quite hard to unhear once you hear it, eh? Like in the chorus, it's like it sounds like blowing like the flute blowing, but on a milk bottle. Oh, look, Maya! Well, tell you what, the subs are paying off today. Amber Lookmeyer, she's in a grumpy, wants to leave the club. Mate, tell you what, if you do sign for Central Coast, oh, you're washed because they're awful. But big goal, 2-goal lead. Naomi, what bench impact. That's horrific from their goalkeeper. Might have beaten her anyway. Yeah, see, in the background. This is a slight milk bottle vibe, I reckon. Or a glass bottle of some description. Right, Talon's a bit tired. Let's take her off and it'll be for Lutta. We can make one other sub. Let's take off Buchanan for Kennelly. Oh boy. Late free kick, Adelaide. Don't stuff this up, girls. Hit it away somewhat. Hudson. Oh, Lutta stopped it. Off the post, thank you. Should start time wasting here. Although, O'Donoghue on the counter. On the counter. Goes backwards. That's it. Right, we will start time wasting. Big moment, this. More disciplined. Lower the tempo. Confirm the changes. Yeah, you hear it and you can't unhear it. I might have ruined that song for everyone. If I have, I apologise, but I've been dealing with that for a couple of months on this one now. But 2-0 win. It's not official, but it should pretty much be. I think it's very hard now to get overtaken. Audio's backing out a bit, is it? On the mute, just all round, or? Because that'd be weird if it's everything. Oh, lagging robot, really? I will play with that off stream. On my voice. Okay, Oliver. I'll check out the VOD because I'm about to wrap up anyway. I know I said I'd finish the doodah, but I forgot we had a 33-day gap, so apologies about that, people, but I think we've wrapped up the title anyway. We'll go forward and see if Melbourne drop points anyway. That would just confirm it, but the victory. City can't catch us. We'll get through this weekend, but I think that Victory are 31 goals behind us. Victory to win. So, but they're 29 goals behind us. I think we're good. I think we're pretty good, people. I think we're playing Champions League football next season. So, didn't get all good. Oh, okay. Was it just you then? But yeah, I'll check how the VOD sounded anyway after this. But we'll wrap it up there. Great stream. If only we bet Central Coast would absolutely have this wrapped up. Oh, you're right. Oh, okay, sweet as. So I think we'll play that last Canberra game tomorrow. We have definitely locked up top 2. And I think we've actually got the title because it's decided on goal differential. So there's no chance that it gets turned around, is there? Even then, if it's like somehow goes even, it's goals scored. I don't think Melbourne are beating, who are they playing? Sydney away is actually a big old banana skin because they're finding their form again. So I think we're okay. We've got to play Canberra tomorrow. Also, I'll pay out the prediction. We've got to play Canberra tomorrow. Then we'll get through the finals, which won't be super long actually because we get a week bye now. But thank you everyone for coming in. All the raids, greatly appreciated, guys. And yeah, that's big. We're going to win a trophy, it looks like, our first season here at Newcastle. All right, I'll just save that. If you're on YouTube, about the same time tomorrow, we'll definitely get through the rest of the season tomorrow, I think. I think there's a couple of double-legged ties in there, but we should be okay. But tomorrow, catch you guys on